Hey, YouTube fam. So I know it's been like a very long while you haven't heard from me. To be honest, I've recorded some contents, but for me, it's just a time to actually put it together and upload it. And that's possibly like I did those possibly months ago. So with that being said, I have to actually go back through my gallery to find those videos and figure out how to put it back, basically put it together, so I can post it. But this week, a lot more graduation requests is in. That means hundreds of clears passing, over 1,000 clears going out. My biggest issue is employees. Can't find any employees, so I'm the one doing the deliveries with with about two employees right there. So it's not easy. It's one of the biggest issues here in South Florida, finding employees. But guess what? The orders keep coming in. So what we try to do is try to monitor where I start my deliveries from at least a Wednesday. So we'll find ourselves doing at least 15 to 20 jobs at least a week. So I start that from a Wednesday right up until Sunday. We're doing deliveries. On the weekend, I have a driver that comes in and does driving. From Friday to Sunday, he's available. The other days, I do the driving, and I'm a backup on the weekends. Uh, Now, especially tents, we get tents out 1 to 2 days prior. Uh, there's also in-store pickup. At least I've seen at least 10 or more in-store pickup for the weekend, which is good. So that means we're seeing at least 30 or more customers a week, which is excellent for me, for the level of business that I have. I've just been in the business 5 years. Now, one of the topics that I wanted to touch on, and I think this actually assisted me to be successful in this business, is not being blinded by the current happenings and try to understand why certain happenings is taking place. Like a lot of people came into the business maybe the past year or two because it seemed like a money making business. There was so much money to be made and stuff. Now, it's just for me personally, I believe every business can be successful. Every business has its ups and downs. Um, I don't believe no business is a miracle. I don't believe no business is a gold mine. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Now, I've seen so many people within the past 2 years decided to start party rental business because of maybe watching these YouTube videos of how successful other entrepreneurs are. Some possibly telling the truth, some possibly not. I don't know, but from my perspective, yes, my business has been successful after doing it for 5 years. As I said before in previous videos, the first 2 years of this business, I sat down and tried to learn the business, try to understand what aspect of the market I I am going to be situated in. I still haven't went into bounce house up until now. That's one of the major aspects of the business that I think I haven't touched right now that a lot of people have been in and seem to be doing well in it. Now, that's because I don't see myself ready for that right now. All right, there's nothing wrong with bounce houses. I love seeing the growth of bounce house businesses, but for me personally, I don't think I have that control level for that right now based on how I vision it. Um, so with that being said, a lot of people decided to come into the business because all that funds that was circulating within the past year or two. Now, a lot of people thought that was a business, and during that time when all that funds is circulating, you have excess money being spent. So when on a normal basis, an equipment that would cost $3 would seem expensive to a client because of that excess money that that client now has, they'll go ahead and rent a furniture for for $15 when prior the $3 one was expensive to them. No, no, that cannot happen forever. All right. Now, what I've seen happening lately is that a lot of the expensive equipment that came into the business, a lot of the excess inventory in the business has seemed to slow down now. There's a lot of people telling me that it's slow for them and stuff, and I really feel it because to be honest, to do an investment and it not work is not going to be a nice feeling. You understand? So that I would never wish for anyone, and I always love to see everyone be successful at it. But always remember when you're investing, you have to think logical. You understand? You have to think logical. Like it doesn't make sense you buy everything that someone is asking for, not because it's either your best client, not because it seems like an item that you like also. It's it's never that. It's always volume, something that you can turn around and move every weekend. Remember, you buy an item for $10, you need to rent it out 10 times to actually see it worthwhile. I know you rent it out 10 times, that doesn't make that doesn't mean that the item has broken even because you rent it for $1 each time and that's $10. No, there are expenses behind that $1 each time you rent it to bring it back to the $10 you bought it for, the expense behind that. So I always look on it as if I buy an item for $10 and I rent it for $1, to me it's 50 cents that I basically made off that item, and the next 50 cents is expense to operate this item, which is storage, which is my employees, which is cleaning this item, all that stuff. So don't think because the item is $10 and you rent it for $1 and it rent 10 times, whoa, this item bingos. No, there's behind the scene expense to keep that item rotating. I always think about that. So sometimes it's even better to look that we need to rent it 20 times for it to make sense. Now, it's just like I have a silver Shavari bar stool in my inventory that I had it. I have silver bar stools for maybe over 3 years. All right, and I have I think possibly 30 of that bar stool. I think 30. I don't want to say it's 30 and it's not, but I think it's close to 30. Now, I have another item, a clear bar stool that I recently got, possibly the past year and a half, and that clear bar stool has brought in double what the silver bar stool has made within half the time. So we have to be very careful how we invest and know what's making sense. Now I know all of that because one, I have a proper point of sale system that actually allows me to see how my inventory is doing, see exactly um, the quantities that are moving weekly. And it gives you a proper understanding to also ensure that it's not what you are seeing is necessarily moving or what you think is moving. Because I was shocked when I realized the item that I got a year and a half after the previous one. They're both the same item, they're bar stools, just that one is clear, one is silver. And I was shocked to know the one that I got a year and a half later has done double what the other one has done. So it's always important to be looking in depth into that. Now, um, going back to last year and this year. Now, I was also looking at my numbers, how much I made last year and how much I made this year. To be honest, my numbers has been similar between last year and this year. There's no difference in the numbers. There's not much growth for the regular months. Now, honestly, between December and November, I'm gonna see growth within those months because all those customers that I've accumulated throughout the year is gonna come back Thanksgiving, Christmas, plus the previous customer. That is where I'm going to see the growth. But to say monthly growth between last year and this year, I have new customers, yes. I have repeat customers, yes. But that excess money that was spent last year, where one order would be two times the usual. It's not happening this year, but at least my numbers remain. At least from last year, I already looked into it to say this isn't the regular market, so I'm not going to overspend. I'm not gonna overstock also, and I'm happy I looked within that way. I stick to the volume items, stick to items that I know is affordable, and affordability is the key. So with that being said, especially this year being different from last year, you have to restructure. You have to look into what makes sense. Get rid of your inventory that is not needed. Inventory costs. Inventory does cost to store. Maybe you have all this inventory that's not moving and you're paying for the space for it. Doesn't make sense holding on to it. It's better to restructure and limit your overheads. All right. So now, I think that's a key point right there. Uh, Now, always remember the key to it is not what you do, is how you do it. Not what you do, how you do it. And there's no gold mine business. No business is a gold mine. Anything that comes too easy goes easy. All right. So the key to me when it comes down to any business is try to understand that business. Try to understand a success rate of businesses, what makes businesses successful. To me, customer service is number one. Number one for me is customer service. Once you have excellent customer service, there's nothing to me that can go around that. And then after excellent customer service is a good product. A good product is secondly. A customer service is number one for me because if you don't have good customer service and you have good product, you might not have repeat customers. All right. Now, if you have both of them, that's repeat customers. I can tell you, my business is at the point right now wherein before, I was waiting for the next person to call. Now it's customers are waiting on me to respond to them with a quote, respond to them, letting them know if I'm going to go ahead and do the business. All right, and I'm still at the level where I am the driver within the company, and we have an office set up. We have a lot of inventory and stuff in house. But we never forget the key that made us to where we are right now, and that's customer service and quality equipment. If you find yourself because of growth, you're gonna lose customer service or lose quality equipment, slow down the growth, limit the growth. A growing business does not always mean profit. A growing business does not always mean you're successful. All right. You have to can also control your inventory. Control of inventory is key. I've seen rental companies rent out items and not remember that their items are there, and it's upon it being found they realize, shoot, yeah, we did have items there. So it doesn't make sense buying all this inventory and losing it. That makes no sense because that's definitely a loss right there. No matter how much money you're making a loss right there. All right. So hopefully I can post more content soon. It's very hectic on me with the amount of jobs that I'm doing weekly. But I give thanks for that. Whatever is happening right now is exactly how I wanted it to be. To know that 5 years ago, all of this was just a vision, and to see it basically come to light right now, and especially to look around on different YouTube videos of other companies and see their success. I love everything that's going on for everyone. I love everything that's going on to everyone. Um, Shout out to Marvin from Marvin Rentals also. That's a good guy. Check out his channel. I assume he's very busy too. He hasn't gotten the chance to post a lot. That's a good channel to check out. Tent Guy. Shout out to Tent Guy. That's somebody that I watch his channel also. A few times when I get a chance. And I can tell you one of the funniest thing about this, and a lot of people asked me why I thought party rental business. Like, how did I think of coming into party rental business? Uh, to me, I just saw the business, always admired how you can have an item and keep renting it and making money off the item, and I decided to venture in it. All right, I didn't have materials like YouTube and stuff when I started out 5 years ago. I didn't even know that there was videos on YouTube until after learning the business a year, going into almost a year and a half into understanding the business. I decided to go on YouTube, and I think I Googled how to set up a tent, a frame tent. Yeah. I had Googled how to set up a frame tent, and I saw all these videos on party rental and such and all of that. And I'm like, whoa, all this material is here. So now, if you're watching my video, there's a lot of material here to learn about the business, to also not make you make mistakes. I know there's a lot of people messaging me on YouTube, replying to my videos and stuff. But honestly, it's not that I don't want to respond to you guys, but I have so much on my hand. Don't get discouraged to ask me. When I do get the time, I will try to figure out how I can respond to you and maybe even make videos responding to you. All right, but I love everything that you guys been asking me. I love how you guys are even interactive, and I'll try to be as interactive as you. But it's kind of hard when you're this busy. But one thing I can promise you, I'll try to give you as much content as I can, which is maybe once a month, if so much, to try to get you some knowledge on what I know. My YouTube videos are never gonna be professional or anything like that. I'm not looking subscribers or anything like that. I just want to share the knowledge and my experience business wise, and at least hopefully I can look back years down the line to either see where I was coming from to where I'm right now. And this is basically my diary. All right. So just want to tell you guys thank you for checking me out. I bought even a DJI equipment here. I don't even know the name of it. I know it's some handheld equipment that it zooms in the camera, it turns left with me, turns right with me, and stuff. So, and I bought a drone few months ago and all that. But guess what? I haven't got time to use all that. This DJI equipment that I'm using now, I bought it maybe a month ago, and this is the first time I'm actually taking it out and using it. So, it's not like I'm not planning to be very interactive, but it's just a time for me, guys. It's just a time. And hopefully when I do find a full-time driver, I can do otherwise from that. All right. All right. Thank you for watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe and look out for some more content coming the way. So that's Tent Guy. Check out Tent Guy's channel. Check out Marvin Party Rentals. That's Marvin Rentals. There's also my memory isn't right now, but there all those party rental. Uh, oh, what's I don't remember the name right now, but there are two guys in Canada that Les Les. I don't remember your channel right now, but Les is a good channel to follow also. All right, but just just research it. If you look at the channels I subscribe to, you'll see a lot of channels out there also. All right. Thanks for checking it out though.